Creative Tech Podcast. Hi, I'm Kaori Rei, product designer and author. Our mission is to help people in their career and lives by sharing their creative and technology stories. Today's episode, Open Talk from March 25th. Interview with Jared, Part 2. A story of a foreigner who worked as a product manager at Dentsu Creative X and struggled with Japanese culture. Let's get started.
Okay, next question. What is the difference in software development between Japan and the US? Because you used to work at a big creative agency in Japan, and then you have struggled between Japanese both people, and then you have to manage creator from foreign countries, right?
Yes. So software development, the difference. I mean, I guess there's kind of a lot of differences. I mean, we were, even though, at a Japanese company, I have my experience at a Japanese company was a big company, and then my experience, obviously, with the startup was a small team.
Yeah.
So that right there is quite different. But yeah, I would say with Japanese company, it's software development is still a bit different. I mean, once again, this is a Japanese company, not a foreign branch of an American company, or a gaishke, which we say. But there was definitely it's not quite as agile, as the American system, where you deliberately try to work in a more flexible way. I remember on our team here, we would have tons of meetings up front. I feel like the most important part of and we didn't even really have sprints. Like, our sprints were like 1 month. So we had these long sprints, big chunks, and you do like a week or two of planning and just meetings and talking about it up front. And then there was not much flexibility once it started. Once you decided on the plan, then that's what you go with, and you're stuck with it. And then I think that was quite a different experience with America, for example, where the idea is not to have a ton of meetings up front, have a good vision and a good roadmap, but break it down into smaller sprints and be a little bit more agile.
So you are both people who were not familiar about agile, so they wanted to do like a waterfall style.
Yeah. There's definitely more waterfall style, where you a lot of things are planned up front, and then that's how it goes. And I think too, in Japan, or at least how I felt, is that the software is kind of, the software team or the product sometimes is kind of like not front and center. So like our sales team would have like a lot of influence in the meetings and the planning. They would come in, and then they would have like requirements. They would be giving requirements to the software team directly. And I feel like in America, it's not exactly like that as well. The software team and the tech is a little bit more front and center.
Yeah.
And the software team and customer service, customer success team are all there to kind of rally around it and support it and help it grow. But in Japan, it was like the sales team is up here, and then they would give the requirements to the software team, which is I felt a little bit of a different style too.
Okay, so at that time, your company was totally Japanese advertising company, right? And then, so did you find a big hierarchy, strong hierarchy? And maybe, I don't know, so you and development team is kind of not super high. And like Bob of you guys, like a strong sales team.
Yeah. So the sales team was really influential. Even sometimes I would push back on some of the requirements that they would give, but it was hard because they were very, very strong-willed, and there was kind of like a hierarchy. And these meetings that we had, these planning meetings, we had everyone, all of the managers, the senior managers had to be on board. There was a lot more, I felt like more stakeholders in Japanese system. Like you have sales stakeholders, and then you have your own team and managers and everything. So yeah, that was what I experienced, at least with the Japanese team. But it was a big company, and so big companies have a lot of stakeholders. But in Japan, they're very big on everybody getting consensus and finding harmony, and that's why it would take us 2 weeks to plan a sprint. It'd take us as long to plan the sprint as to actually implement the sprint.
I see. Wow, true.
Yeah.
I see.
So.
Okay. So lastly, tell us about your company. What do you guys do? What's the name?
Oh yeah, so our company is called Bite Ninja, and we do drive-through technology for fast food restaurants now. So like I said before, we did all the QR code menu stuff. During the pandemic, though, we got acquired by a Y Combinator company, and we joined. They brought us in. They brought the whole team in, as the co-founders were not technical co-founders. So we came in as a software team, and now we built a platform so that people can work remotely in drive-thrus. So when you go through a drive-thru in America, the person taking the order is not in the restaurant, but they're at home, and they're able to put the orders into the restaurant and also communicate on the headset with our technology.
I see.
And then we're of course looking at AI like everybody else is, and incorporating that into the business model as well.
I see. Thank you. So maybe it's time. So thank you so much for attending to our open talk today.
Thank you so much for listening our Creative Tech podcast today. We hope our story to help your career and life. See you soon. Bye bye.